Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome back to another video. Okay, so um, I am going to share with you how I plan on staying organized in 2026. I have been extremely busy so far and just trying to get my mind right and try to snap back into, get everything back in order and get things going the way that I need them to go. Not the way I need them to go, the way that God has led me to go. So, um, yeah, I just wanted to kind of share with you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am a YouTuber here in this corner of my world. I like to share my budget. Um, I try my best to come back and show you where I spent the money, how I spent it. That's one of the things that I do want to improve upon in 2026 is doing my weekly check-ins and just kind of showing you guys what I am over here doing. All right, so some of the things that like I said, I do want to do that. Another thing that I would like to do is kind of go off and show you some other things that I do. I haven't quite got comfortable with carrying the phone around with me or recording when I'm out. I just it I'm not there yet. So even when I'm cleaning sometimes or decluttering, I'm recording. I just have not edited those videos and put them up. I have to get out of my comfort zone when it comes to those certain things. All right. So first things first. This is my devotional planner that I use. It's pretty thick. And when I originally started using this in 2025, I had it broken up in all these different sections. So I was carrying this around with me everywhere that I went and praying that I wasn't leaving it somewhere and all this other stuff. So what I've decided for 2026 uh, is to leave this at home and dedicate this to strictly just my devotional planner. I have like this thick little thing that I purchased here, I think off of Etsy. And then I purchased this dash or cover or whatever, cover off of Etsy as well. So that's the front and back of it. And then this section is my scripture section. So what I typically do is this. This is what I usually do. I wake up and I put the scripture down, and then I'll do 3 things that I'm grateful for on that day. No matter what it is, those are my 3 things. And as you can tell here towards the end of the year, I was not doing it like I should. And then after I would write the scripture, I would go into, hold on, let me see if I can share some of this with you. So then I would go in and I would write the scripture. And on the other side, like I said, it's all my prayer requests and so forth. So that's something that I had kind of pulled away from, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I am back to doing it here. And then once I would do that part, let me move it out of the way again. I would go in and write my prayers. This back section here is my prayer section. I'm a firm believer in writing down my prayers. I have been writing my prayers for years. I was actually decluttering one of my drawers, um, one of my dresser drawers last week, and I found prayers that I had written back in 2016. So I, I just that's just I like writing, and so me writing my prayers down is me and God's time to get everything off of my chest, and then I just kind of listen for Him. All right, so I already showed you this one. Okay, so this is my devotional. And then I have this one. I already showed you guys this one before. This is my budget. And if you want to see me do a whole flip through with this one, I will, if I can figure out how to link that video either in the description box or, but that video is already up and it shows you how I came up with this one. So what I am changing, because what I realized this year, and that's what took me a minute, is I love decorating. I love stickers and decorating the planners. And I had to come to grips was even when I was planning, like in the in this one, before I changed it, I would do the scripture, I would do my prayer, and then I would do what I wanted to do for that day. I was doing my wellness journey, and then I was coming back doing my budget in the back. And I was like, you know, I'm decorating, but was it benefiting me? Was I using it for what I needed to use it for? Or did I just enjoy the idea of decorating a planner? And I think I enjoyed the idea of decorating a planner. And I sat back and I'm like, you spend money, you buy a planner, or you're purchasing this and you're printing that, and then you're going out and you're buying stickers. And I was like, yeah, that's too much. That's too much. I'm trying to reel things in 2026. I'm trying to make things a lot simpler. And so that's why that planner was downsized to just my devotional planner. And then I have my budget planner. So what I did was for 2026, I decided, and let me see how this is showing, because I know sometimes the iPads show everything. So I just go back. So for 2026, I decided to go digital again for my planning, because I'm just like, I am spending too much money um, doing this, doing the paper. I love paper and pen. I love paper and pen. But for the planning portions that I was using it for, I decided to go back digital. So what I did was I spent time trying to figure out or learning how to do this whole thing with my iPad, how to set my wallpaper, how to add these things in here, different pictures. The Bible is there. I have this for music, so I can do. Oops, come on, pen. I can do this. It doesn't want to work. Okay, so it does that, and then I can turn it back off. So this is what I did to make my iPad what I need it to be. Now, if I go into, let me see where this is going to open up at. Okay. So I actually purchased, go back to the beginning. I purchased this planner from Planning to Prosper. Now, I had purchased one of her digital planners like 3 years ago, and it had a whole lot going on, and I couldn't take it, and I was just like, okay, I'm not going to use it. I went back to paper and pen, but I went back to her Etsy page, and I went back to her videos, and the new planner that she had, I guess she changed it up like a year or two ago. I was like, that's perfect. That's perfect, because now I can use the parts that I want to use, and whatever I don't, I just don't use. And I have stickers, and my stickers, when I use them, guess what? I can use it again and again and again and again and again. So if I enjoy decorating, I can decorate with the stickers, and I can still reuse them. So that's one of my ways. Let me see. Hold on, because I can see the ring light. Oh, okay. Let me stretch you guys in, actually. Okay. So I may put this here, my organized planner, which I think you would change the cover page and all that stuff. I haven't played around with that part yet. That's just not something I was interested in doing. So when I turn it in, my word for the year is growth. My vision is growth. So I went to, I think, Chat GPT, and I said, create me a vision board for growth. And I gave it all these instructions, and this is what it came with. It says, my vision for growth. Growth is my commitment to becoming more intentionally, consistently, and unapologetically. Mental growth is strengthening my mindset. Financial growth is building stability and abundance. Emotional growth, setting healthy boundaries. Physical growth is nurturing my body. Spiritual growth is staying aligned and guided. I am evolving. I am worthy of growth. I am becoming who I'm meant to be. And that was like perfect. Thank you, Chat GPT. That was perfect. Anyway, So then I took this page and because it was just plain. It wasn't even this tan color, but I did it this tan color, put my name, used a sticker, and then pray continually. Just continue to pray. Pray is such a huge part of my life that prayer is. So that's that. So then once you slide it in, there's this index page, which I love. But before I go there, hold on. It has the annual view, which, most plans, whether it's paper, digital, whatever, they all seem to have. And there it is again for 2027. Important dates as usual. It has a quarterly view. It is broken out by quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can also skip here. And here's quarter 3 where I can set goals by month, and then decorate it how I want to. I can go back to quarter 1, which is what I was working on. I want to lose 5 pounds. I want to stay consistent in reading my Bible this year. I want to declutter a room. Well, I said my room. I've been decluttering a lot in my house. February, I want to lose 3 pounds. March, I want to lose another 3 pounds. And this was me kind of slowly decorating it, but not quite, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do and I left it alone. So go back to my quarterly overview, and that's this. So that gives me everything that I can look for. Fully funded my Microsoft, which will happen in February. We want to take a family trip to Busch Gardens in July. My sons want to go on a cruise in December. And then as things come up, I can just add them to it. So that goes to the quarterly. And then from there, I can go into the inbox. So this is like a brain dump. And what I loved about it is on hers, it has like urgent, priority, someday, quick, or I can delegate it to somebody, or I can create a different category. I just need to make sure I stay on because my phone acts funny. So this one is call AC loan provider. I did that. I decluttered my drawer. That took me about 2 hours. I contacted the tree guy. I have not done this part, and it's not a priority because I didn't make it red. Um, but I did make it urgent, and it actually was not urgent. So, because the person I was doing it for told me just do it whenever. So that's that. Um, Review my classes with FAU. That's where I'm attending classes at. That I did that. I did this part. Um, I called Navy Federal. I wanted to call FPNL regarding my amount, and I needed to call Corebridge to set up payments for my loan. And then that is that. So every time something comes up, I just keep adding and adding and adding and doing what I need to do. So this I love because, and I keep my iPad with me. So when something comes up, I just drop it in here and just keep going. It's not a timeline, it's just a way to continue to add things. Now, when I hit the middle part, I go into this index. So once I click here, it comes here. Like if I was to hit January, I can click here and go back here. Here's what I love about this. For every month, what are my top 3 priorities? My Bible verse. So if I click on here, this is what I did last week for my Bible verse. There's my Bible verse. Um, I can change the rings on here because she has it where you could change the rings to match whatever you're decorating for that time. But it's here. So then let me go back. I can do my budget in here. Now you guys know I'm using the Excel spreadsheet from Tara for my budget, and I have a paper. But what I said is if I'm going to keep this with me, I just kind of mirror what I'm doing in the Excel spreadsheet here. That way it's with me all the time and I can kind of stay focused on what I'm supposed to be doing. Then I have my weight loss journey. So let's say in April I decide, okay, I've lost enough weight, I'm not doing that anymore. I can change this and make that whatever I want it to be. All right, and then like she gives you blank pages, dot grid, graph pages, line pages, And you can add those anywhere in the planner. What I did tonight, because I was sitting, I was sitting at work doing something, and like this is for this week. So these are the scriptures. I added line paper because I'm like, maybe I'll write a prayer in here, and then have do my prayer a little bit in here. But I'm not. I'm still. I'm not completely sold on putting my prayer in my digital planner. So my other thing is she gives you all these notes. So there's notes, right? And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So my first note section is my faith section. One is my tithing tracker that I can track for the year. And I'm not going to really click into these. The other one is a 30-day gratitude prayer request. The third one is a prayer to God and the prayer board. I have not written that. My I okay. Whew, rewind. This part I didn't do yet, but I do want to. I just want to. I really need to fast first before I sit down and write my letter to God for 2026. So, and then this is my prayer board. So that's another thing that I'm doing differently for my faith. Then I'm keeping track of my book reading. So here I have I can mark in the books that I'm reading. Currently with Bible study, we're reading Christianity, Cults, and Religions. I'm also reading this book someone bought me for Christmas called Crowns. And then this said 30-day reading challenge, but I code up to 30. It's just going to be my reading challenge. Whatever books I read, that's what I'm going to keep track of. So next is like my debt trackers. Um, like if I click, oops, if I click here, when I get ready to do my debt snowball tracker for January, I can put that here. Put that here. Mind you, it's also in my paper here, in my binder. I keep you guys as if you guys can see me touching my budget binder. But it's here, and then keep track of my car loan, my credit card, my AC loan, my other loan, and another debt. And then this one, I was playing around with last night. Yeah, I think last night. My self care, my utilities. So, what I did was I created a self care tracker. So, for every month, I can keep track of what I'm doing that for myself, whether it's getting my nails done, getting my hair done, going out to dinner by myself, whatever that self care is for each month. I created this. And then this one, same thing. I think she gave you 6, and I just copied it and added more. Or maybe it came with all these. Anyway, so I'm doing my utilities tracker. This way I can go back, and when I do my budget for 2027, I can look and see which month those bills are a little bit higher than normal. Or if they just, like my internet should remain the same. It's 125 a month. But that's what these are. Like these are things that you can do on your own. You can add whatever you want and track whatever you want. I'm trying to make sure. Sorry. The other thing that I like is she does have the budget plan in here that you can do. I'm not doing that really, if I have to be honest. Chore schedule. This is my chore schedule for the week. This is what I need to make sure I do every month. If I want to do daily tasks, I don't really track my daily tasks. I'm going to make up my bed. I'm going to clean my kitchen. I'm going to clean my shower every day. That's just stuff I naturally do every day. But every month, I want to make sure that I'm dusting my ceiling fans, cleaning out my fridge, cleaning my windows, changing the AC filter, putting my oven on self cleaning, do a self cleaning on my washer, spray for bugs outside my home. I don't have a pest control service. Like yesterday, I did laundry and I mopped my house. Tonight, I'm going to go and clean my bathroom. I don't know why I said restroom. Like, it's my bathroom. Oh, I said bath. Did anybody notice I spelled that wrong? Do, 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 do. All right. So then tomorrow is cleaning my room. So these, it's like, and I don't mean to go through her whole planner, not trying to, but this is what I'm using to stay organized. And what I like about this is, like, let's say I just showed you guys um, the chore settings. Like I said, this, I don't have to track that because that's just something I naturally do. So honestly, I can just delete those off and let that be that. And then, like, she has on here spending tracker, wellness tracker, password tracker, my map. I don't use those, and that's okay because I use everything else. So it's not like it's in the way for me using the planner. It's just there. Like my map. This is first quarter. My word is growth. So first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. I need to lose weight, eat healthy, stay on budget, and do my Bible reading. And then when I'm ready for second quarter, I'll put that over here. What I do like is, let's say for January, this is my January spread, right? I can go here and let's say I can do a weekly to keep track of what I need to do for that week. I had a hair appointment, Bible study, because I had a Zoom class. Well, my class, we meet on Tuesday, so I did that. I'll go back later on and listen to the Zoom. I know I need to record my budget video. I get paid tomorrow. The garbage man comes tomorrow. I get to go to the gym tomorrow. So this is like I can do a weekly overview. And my one of my things is just, girl, be still and keep quiet. Keep your mouth closed, mind your business, and let people do them. So I did that today because normally yep. So I did that today. I haven't exercised this week. And then what I can do from here is, see how it has the weekly? I can click on, and this was my spread for today. So I can do this. I called this lady about my insurance. Did I read my homework and Bible study lesson? No, I will. I didn't call my mom. I am recording a YouTube video and I'm going to do this and I'm going to listen to the Bible study since I missed it. It is on Facebook. I almost said FaceTime. So then I can click back here and I go back to the week and then I can click on tomorrow. These are the things I need to do tomorrow. This is my Thursday spread. This is my Friday spread. When I tell you I have been enjoying this thing, I have honestly been enjoying this. And then I can click in here and there's a whole monthly overview for the month. What I'm reading, reversal to renewal. I've been watching The Closer. I've been listening to my Bible. And what I'm loving is this planner. I am. Look at this. I didn't even mark off. I've been cleaning every day because I've been listening to Tara and her productivity videos and I've been cleaning. I just didn't mark it. But is it a big deal to me? Mm-mm, it's not. It's cool. I'm not stressing over it. I'm not worrying about it. And I don't feel like it's a wasted page. Because guess what? If I don't track it this month, when I go into February, I don't have to worry about it. It's like, you know what? I wasn't tracking that. We're just gonna leave it blank. But I don't feel like I missed out on anything. I can cover it up with a sticker and it'll be gone. So I know that was a lot for this. And some people might say this is a lot for a planner. But for me, it is, I have been enjoying, when I tell you I have been enjoying decorating the stickers, and I think that's my whole thing. I like decorating. I like decorating. So like even did I do it for last week? That was my yeah, that's the weekly. But I don't know if I did it. Yep, that was that day. That was a day. That was a day. I just enjoy decorating. And that was a day. So yeah, but these are the things that I'm doing to keep myself organized. Everything is going to be digital. I am enjoying the digital thing. I enjoyed decorating my iPad for 2026, but I still will use this for my devotional. That gives me a chance to still write my prayers out, and I can decorate this. And then I have my budget, which is here. And my goal for this is to hopefully pull out of this. I can't guarantee that I will, but I do enjoy using the Excel spreadsheet that I got from Tara. So yeah, I was waiting to see. That's my main. I'm just like so proud of myself for what I have done for 2026 so far. I just got to get a better cover for my iPad. But yeah, that kind of concludes the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really, really do appreciate you guys. This is my simplicity for 2026. Like this is just how I plan on being simple. Even though that digital planner has a lot going on, I don't have to use all those sections, and it's not in my way. It's not in a paper planner where I have to skip past that section or take that section out or be like, oh my God, I paid for this book and I'm not. None of that. I don't feel any of that stress. I don't feel any of that aggravation. Um, and I think that's what's been taking me so long. So, you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for continuing to support me.